My, how time flies. Election day exactly 2 weeks away. Early voters by the thousands voicing their choice as candidates rack up the miles. It's a busy day once again on the campaign trail. Donald Trump of Florida making his case to Latino voters. He touched on a range of topics, including his plan for the auto industry in Michigan. Listen.
I think we're going to bring more than we lost back, and it's going to happen very fast through intelligent taxation, tariffs, and incentives. And you're going to have companies pouring into our country, and they're going to be very happy. I think that's why I'm doing so well in Michigan. That's why the auto workers like Trump so much. You know, their union head is a stiff. He's a total stiff. He has no clue. He has no clue. He wants to go all electric, and all electric cars. You know, they want to have all electric cars, and they're wonderful. You know, I think they're great. They have an application, but we want gasoline-propelled cars. We want hybrids. We don't want hydrogen mechs because they blow up and you are no longer recognizable.
CBS News correspondent Nikole Killion with the Trump campaign in Florida. Nikole, it sounds like he spent most of his time digging in on critiquing Kamala Harris. What can you tell us?
Well, both campaigns are kind of in attack mode in the sense of, you know, this is their last opportunity with 2 weeks to go to kind of make that final closing argument to voters and explain why they feel that they are better positioned. In the case of the former president, he held a roundtable with Latino voters, a group where he has steadily been closing the gap with Latino voters. Both he and Vice President Harris kind of are neck and neck in terms of their support among that critical demographic. But he spent a lot of time, as you heard, talking about the economy, but also talking about the issue of immigration and the border, which is something that he spends a lot of time talking about on the trail, really continuing to kind of make some of the points that we have heard over the better part of this campaign about closing the border and criticizing the vice president and the Biden administration for creating an environment, in his view, that has led to open borders. So from that standpoint, that was much of the critique that he used against the vice president, just saying, you know, he doesn't feel that she was effective or has been effective at stemming the tide of migrants coming into the United States, even though some of those numbers have come down. And so that was really most of his message here to many of the participants in the roundtable, some of whom also asked the former president questions just about general policies, energy, economy, and also the border as well.
So let's talk about Vice President Kamala Harris. She's not on the campaign trail today, but we understand her calendar is full. Talk to me about some planned media appearances, Nikole, and then her outreach, and this is fascinating to me, to Republican voters.
Yeah, that's right. Well, she has been spending quite a bit of time on the trail recently with former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who endorsed her recently. And, you know, certainly for the Harris campaign, there is a strong desire to kind of flip those more moderate Republican voters who may be holding their nose about the prospect of potentially voting for former President Trump and trying to win them over and bring them over to the Democratic side. So that has been part of the strategy behind campaigning with someone like Liz Cheney. We have heard the vice president even say that she is committed to putting a Republican in her cabinet if she becomes president. So again, certainly trying to make an appeal to more of those Republican, more moderate-leaning voters in this final stretch.
Nikole Killion, CBS News correspondent, reporting live from Doral, Florida, just a stone's throw away from Miami. Thank you so much.